Hello everyone, how are you today? It is a nice brisk November morning and I am going to talk about energy today. Is anyone tired, exhausted all the time, hoping that you can get your body to make more energy for you? Stay tuned. We're going to take a little trip back to high school biology class and talk about mitochondria in our cells today. Exciting! Every single cell in our body has mitochondria, and we're talking hundreds of mitochondria per every cell in our body. They are what make energy for our body to function. They literally run everything, and unfortunately they are very easily damaged, or they can be, if you're not supporting your body with the right nutrients, with the right mind space, with the right foods. Exercise, sleep, all of that stuff affects the mitochondria. And you might be able to guess that because there are so many, they're really important for energy production throughout your body, for you to function properly. So how do they get messed up? Because they get messed up pretty easily. Inflammation is a big one. Illnesses, so like when you get a cough or cold or flu or virus, the aches, fatigue, all of those symptoms in your body are because your mitochondria are not functioning properly. Mitochondria also dysfunction if you are eating a lot of bad calories and not eating good foods. So exposure to things that are synthetic substances, toxins, heavy metals, environmental toxins, pollution, all those things, as well as smoking, lack of sleep, not getting enough exercise, gut problems. So leaky gut is a huge contributor because your body is spending time fighting off things that shouldn't have gotten through your GI wall. There's a lot of physical stress involved with that. There's also the factor of medications. There are some medications that can cause some serious problems with your mitochondria. For example, antibiotics, not only because your body is already fighting an infection and using a lot of energy for that, but the floxins. There's actually a term that a lot of doctors use called getting floxed. So that means that there's some psychiatric issues, but basically what it comes down to is your mitochondria are dysfunctioning and your brain doesn't really know quite what to do. There's also statins and cholesterol medications can interfere with mitochondrial function. Some beta blockers, thiazides, blood pressure medications, also some antidepressants. So what can you do to help support your mitochondria and help literally every single cell in your body? The first thing I recommend doing is avoiding the ultra-processed foods. And these are things like chips and candy and all of the things that are not real whole foods. You want foods that are nutritious, have a lot of different nutrients in there to help your body and support your body in the functions that it needs to do. So white bread does not qualify. You want to make sure that you're getting some good detoxifying foods like cruciferous vegetables. Eat your green leafy vegetables, especially the dark green ones. They're amazing. Every color that you possibly can, as frequently as you possibly can. So I heard one of the functional medicine doctors that I follow say something recently that you should try to eat at least 20 to 30 different species every single week. And that's pretty impressive because you don't want to be eating the same foods. Even if they're healthy, you don't want to be eating just salmon and spinach every day. You want to have a variety so your body can use all the nutrients from all the different things. Next up, make sure you are pooping at least once a day and drinking plenty of water. If you are not pooping at least once a day, that means that some things are getting recycled in your body, and that can throw off your hormones. So basically, making sure you have regular bowel movements will help rebalance your hormones just by doing that alone. So if you're blocked up And literally at least once a day, not a couple times a week, once a day is important. I'm just going to stress that point. Then there are other typical recommendations like making sure you're moving your body, making sure you're getting enough sleep, making sure you're feeling connected and loved, and all of those things can help to influence your mitochondria. And then if you're still struggling, then we can move on to supplementation and finding out which supplements would be best for your body. So if you're on any of the medications that I mentioned before, especially statins, but also beta blockers, some antidepressants, any of those, make sure you are on a high quality CoQ10 supplement. When you're on something like a statin, it can take a long time to start noticing the problems with fatigue and sometimes muscle aches, but basically the problem with statins is that they cut off the thing in your body that makes CoQ10, which is an essential part of energy production. So when you don't have CoQ10, that means that your mitochondria are not functioning properly. So if you supplement with a high quality one, you will start to feel better. And I've had people with migraines tell me that that was their miracle cure. That's what they were missing. The body on its own makes less CoQ10 as it ages. So as you get older, a regular high quality CoQ10 supplement is super important. Next on the list is B vitamins. You want to make sure you have a good bioavailable B complex to help support energy function. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I forgot about vitamin D. Make sure you are taking your vitamin D, and this is basically a blanket statement because it is very rare to have sufficient vitamin D if you are not supplementing. And I have a favorite product that's a liquid one that has vitamin K combined with it, but basically vitamin D is where you need to start. And last but definitely not least, you want to make sure that you have good iron levels in your body. So make sure you're getting your ferritin levels checked, not just your hemoglobin, because ferritin is an earlier indicator that your body isn't getting enough iron. And if you wait until the typical hemoglobin tests, you're already too far gone and you need a lot of help. So take a look at that first and then try to get iron from your diet, the green leafy vegetables especially. Otherwise a good like iron bisglycinate, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's a really well absorbed one that has a lot fewer stomach side effects than the regular iron tablets you can get over the counter. And there are some supplement companies, high quality ones, that have more like a multivitamin that is really well blended for supporting energy. I have those in my supplement store if you're interested in looking at them, or if you have any questions, let me know. I really like to talk about them, so I hope this was helpful. If anybody has any questions, please put it in the comments so I can have a chance to respond, and I'd love to talk to you more about this if anyone is interested. Have a great day, guys. See you next week.